Hey, it's the CarCast, the Wawa Wisdom version of the CarCast. Let's try.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
It's cold. It's cold. All right, I want to keep it a little quick. I'm in the Wawa parking lot. Wawa's this awesome convenience store here on the East Coast, mostly in the Northeast. But that is not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the nature of this and the idea of, look, I don't begrudge anybody going out there and producing content. It's a good thing to get started and to move it forward. I certainly don't begrudge anybody duplicating what they see works. For instance, if you think this works, if you like it, do your own CarCast. Get in the car and talk if that's where you're most comfortable. So I like that. I like going out there, putting yourselves out there, and producing. I encourage my clients to do a lot of content production for the sake of serving their customers in the sales process. In other words, make it easy for their customers to understand what's going on, how it's going to impact their lives, legitimately their lives, and help the sales people help the customer, okay? And you can't do that unless you produce. Here's what I do get a little bit annoyed with, however. Complete and utter self-indulgence. I can't stand it. I'm not going to kid you. I can't stand it. And there's a lot of people out there just producing a lot of self-indulgent content. And I'm not immune to it. Sometimes when I do one of these, I'm like, man, I really like that. But then I have to ask myself, why did I like that episode? Well, I liked it because I liked it. Not necessarily that I'm producing anything of value to you. So that's really the long and short of it. If you're going to produce, you have to keep you, the audience, in this case you, central. All right, so the CarCast, why do I do it? I do it for a number of reasons. Most importantly, to communicate to you the value of producing this way, in a way that's engaging, that's captivating, that's thought-provoking, that's enlightening, that's motivating, that provides a catalytic spark of imagination and action. Right? See, you get what I'm saying there? That catalytic spark of imagination and action. Connect those two things. But, and here's the most important reason why I do this. Do it in a way that's going to serve the viewer, so they can consume your content in a way that's going to make their lives enriched by spending 2 or 3 minutes on the video. So really, that's all there is to it. So, look, there's lots of people out there. I think, I'm a Gary Vee fan. I'm not alone in that. Who was a woman I just started paying more attention to. And forgive me if you ever watch this. Sue B. Zimmerman. She does Instagram. And I started to get a little bit more serious about Instagram, at least figuring it out. And I discovered her YouTube channel. Now, look, I followed her probably for about a year now. I look at her stories a lot on Snapchat and Instagram. And they're raw, like most stories are there. And they're personal. I get an idea of her personality. But lo and behold, recently she's like, hey, by the way, all this great information on my YouTube channel. Just got 10,000 viewers, by the way, she said. So I went over to YouTube, and holy smokes, perfect example there of mad amounts of value. She's always keeping her audience central, so I would go look at her. I'm also a big fan of Amy Schmidt-Auer, does a video blog and talks about vlogging a lot. And she just did an episode this past week about the tools she used to create the thumbnail on her YouTube. Think about that. She did an entire episode, 6 minutes long, about all the tools that she uses and the process that she goes through to create the thumbnail on her YouTube video. Now that is value. All right, and there's plenty of others out there. So be completely value-oriented and be as selfless as possible. And if you do all that, I think you're going to eliminate the trap or the danger of being completely self-indulgent. Man, that was good. No, I'm just kidding. That was, example, self-indulgent. That's right. I'm still here, and you're still here. That means you should subscribe. Come on over to YouTube. I'd love to have you over there. Come on and subscribe. I've got the CarCast. Occasionally, I do 1 minute of great audio from the podcast. I put some presentations up over there that I share with my customers and my clients, and when I do my speaking engagements. So come on over. I'd love to have you. Let me know you're there. Let me know that you came from this video, and that won't do anything except give me a new subscriber, quite frankly. But keeping in the spirit of the episode, completely oriented towards your value.